Price is Right pricing game recap may contain profanity toward the contestants' decision-making in pricing games that can be categorized as either stupid or being misled by the audience that's portrayed as a heel for entertainment purposes only. In reality, Mr. Horgan doesn't show any prejudice toward the contestants based on their gender, their ethnicity, and their intelligence. Viewer discretion is advised.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the Price is Right pricing game recap for Wednesday, the 27th of March, 2013. Here are the pricing games that were played today. Pay the Rent, Squeeze Play, Lucky 7, Freeze Frame, Any Number, and Switch. Rashima, who was celebrating her friend's 40th birthday on the tape date of today's episode, was the first contestant. She played Pay the Rent for a chance to win up to $100,000. The Marvelous Manuela Arbelaez was inside the house where she would place the grocery products on the 3 floors, the couch and stove, the TV and bathtub, and the safe. And the awesome Amber Lancaster modeled the grocery products as well as placing the one product inside the mailbox. Here is what Rashima chose to be placed in where. For the mailbox, she went over to the grocery products herself and chose the Nissan beef cup noodles. But Amber placed the noodles inside the mailbox. Or actually, you know what? I think Rashima did that. Still, it was Amber's job really to do it. I mean, she gets paid to do things like that. But it was nice to help out. For the couch and stove, she chose the 15 sticks of double-mint gum and the 6-ounce canister of French's French fried onions. For the TV and bathtub, she chose the Francesco Rinaldi Chunky Garden pasta sauce and the Dreyer's orange cream sherbet. And leaving in the safe was the 12-ounce canister of Folgers Instant Classic Roast Coffee. Now, for $1,000, how much were those cup noodles? 59 cents. So she had $1,000. Rashima decided to go on for $5,000. And the price of the double-mint gum was $1.09, so she had the $5,000 right there, plus the price of the French's French fried onions, which were $3.39, for a total of $4.48. Rashima decided to go on for $10,000. The price of the pasta sauce from Francesco Rinaldi was $2.29, and the price of the Dreyer's orange cream sherbet was $5.79, for a total of $8.08. Rashima had $10,000. Now, it was the moment of truth. Did Rashima go for $100,000, or did she decide to quit at $10,000? Rashima decided to take the $10,000 and quit. To be honest with you, I would have went for it. Now, let's see if Rashima would have gotten herself $90,000 more to go along with the $10,000 she stopped with. Manuela could not look to see what the price of the coffee was going to be. The price of the 12-ounce canister of Folgers Classic Roast Instant Coffee was... Now, let me just point out to you that there was one contestant back on Veterans Day 2010 who played Pay the Rent and won $10,000. He quit at that amount, but he found out that he would have had $100,000. Alright, I'm going to get to the moment of truth here. The price of the coffee was, and let me just point out that no contestant in the history of Pay the Rent has won the $100,000. Once again, I have to point out that only one contestant would have had $100,000 back in 2010 if he had not stopped at $10,000. Alright, the price of the coffee from Folgers was... You know that feeling on Wheel of Fortune when a contestant spins the bonus wheel but doesn't end up winning the puzzle and then finds out that he or she landed on the $100,000 wedge? That happened tonight. As far as this morning goes, the price of the Folgers coffee was $9.99! She would have had $100,000! Oh, she had it! She had it! She had it! She had it! Oh my God! That killed me, and I'm sure it killed a lot of you Price is Right fans out there. I know you were probably all were wanting her to go for it. Oh, I so wanted her to. Shit. Well, in her defense, she'd rather be safe than sorry. But to be honest with you, I think she was afraid to go for $100,000. I have to say, I could picture her going for therapy right now and having that drill sergeant from the Geico commercial, and she would probably give a lot of regret of why she didn't go for $100,000. And I believe that Arlie Ermy, who played the drill sergeant turned therapist, would have said this to her.
You know what makes me sad? Choo-choo! Maybe we should chuck on over to M.V.P. land, where maybe we can buy some self-confidence for you, you jackwagon!
I thought she really felt confident on herself winning that $100,000, but no, she decided to chicken out at $10,000. Well, despite that painful bailout, I am going to consider this $10,000 won by Rashima an actual win. Though if it was $100,000, it would have been the very first official win of Pay the Rent. Oh. One of these days, we definitely got to get a $100,000 winner. And hopefully that person will have the guts or balls to go all the way and not be afraid. Oh. Alright, carrying on. Blake, who is a male nanny from San Diego, so the term would be Manny as it was put, played squeeze play for a chance to win a Sea-Doo GTI 130 personal watercraft that includes a 1494cc engine, seating for 3, and a swing platform with trailer included, modeled by the radical Rob Wilson. If A.W., a.k.a. Abraham Washington, was watching Rob modeling that watercraft and be very disappointed to see that neither Manuela or Amber was the one modeling, I believe his response would be this. Oh, hell no! Is indeed an understatement. Okay, 1 was the first number and 4 was the last number. The middle numbers were 0, 3, 5, and 8. So this was a 5-digit prize Blake was playing for. Blake chose to get rid of the 8. So the price squeezed together to $10,354. I would have taken out the 3. So, when the actual retail price was revealed, it was $10,384. Should have taken out the 5. That personal watercraft was $30 more than what Blake thought it was. Okay. Tatiana from Carson, California, who is an elvian and a nurse, was the 3rd contestant. She played Lucky 7 for a chance to win a Ford F-150 4x2 XL regular cab that had Manuela in the driver's seat. The first number of the price of the truck was 2. For the second number, Tatiana believed that it was 6. And the actual second number was a 5. Cost her $1. Honestly, for some reason, I was thinking 1. Alright, for the third number, she believed that it was 3. The actual third number was a 1. Cost her $2 more. Well, the fourth number, she believed that it was 8. The actual fourth number was a 9. Cost her $1. So now she was left with $3, which meant she could not miss the last number by more than $2. If she missed it by $3, she'd be broke, and that would be the game. She believed that the last number was 5. So, if the last number was a 3 through a 7, Tatiana would win the truck. And when the last number in the price of the Ford F-150 4x2 XL regular cab was revealed, the price read out as $25,197. Cost her $2, but more importantly, she had $1 left for the truck, and she won it. A great win. Certainly makes up that $100,000 pay the rent disaster bailout now, doesn't it? All right. Karen from New Jersey, the home state of myself and Sportsguy528, was the 4th contestant. Jay Giles Band, what was the game Karen played? Yes, indeed, it was freeze frame. Karen had a chance to win a Hollywood Swank Aico Queen upholstered bed that has a dramatic wing-shaped headboard that's adorned in a crystal button top-head upholstery from Amini and Seymour, plus a Comfortaire GS-700 Queen mattress and a 47-inch LG flat panel HDTV that provides superior picture quality with full HD 1080p display modeled by Manuela. Karen froze the frame when the price reached $2,912. Wasn't feeling too good about that price at all, and Karen knew that it was going to be higher than that, but the pressure got to her. Well, let's find out if she won. When the actual retail price flipped down, it was $7,337. Alright, John from Arizona was the 5th contestant. No, it was not Senator John McCain, who represents Arizona. He played any number for a chance to win either an ultra-quiet 24-inch built-in dishwasher that has an adaptive wash cycle and a hidden control panel modeled by Amber, a Ford Focus S modeled by Rob, or Money in the Piggy Bank. The first number of the price of the car was a 1. For the first selection that John gave, he chose 7. 7 was the first number in the price of the dishwasher. Next, he selected 6. And 6 was the third number in the price of the car. Next, he selected 8. And 8 was the second number in the price of the car. Next, he chose 4. And 4 was the fourth number in the price of the car. Boy, he was hot on picking the numbers for the car now, wasn't he? He next selected 9. 9 was the first number in the price of the piggy bank. Next, he selected 3. 3 was the third number in the price of the piggy bank. Now he had one spot remaining for the piggy bank, but let's point out he had one spot remaining for the car. We wanted him to win the car. He selected the other 1. The second one went into the price of the piggy bank. He won $9.13. The actual retail price of the car was $18,642, and the dishwasher was $750. Paulo, who is a retired keyboard player from Idaho, although his accent told differently, my guess is he's either from Italy, France, or Russia, based on his accent. But with a name like Paulo, he could be Italian, or he could be from a South American country like Brazil. I really don't know, but if you have a guess, or if you know for sure, just let me know. He was the 6th and final contestant. He played Switch for a chance to win these 2 prizes. A trip to Seattle, Washington, that includes a 6-night stay in the Deluxe King Room at the Grand Hyatt Seattle, plus a guided city tour that includes visiting Pike Place Market, and a ride to the top of the Space Needle, modeled by Rob. Would have made more sense if Amber modeled it, seeing as she's from Washington State. And a trip to Utah, that includes a 6-night stay at the Lodge at Bryce Canyon. Yes, Bryce Canyon is the place that Paul would go to by a chauffeured limousine. And it also includes a guided 3-hour ATV tour. And that was modeled by Manuela. The price of the trip to Washington was priced at $3,842, and the price of the trip to Utah was marked at $4,558. Paulo decided to keep the prices the way they were, so Rob and Manuela did not cross sides. And when they revealed the actual retail prices of the 2 trips, it turned out that Paulo should have switched. Price of the trip to Washington was $4,558, and the trip to Utah was priced at $3,842. I was feeling they should have been switched. Alright, time for the acknowledgments. Nope, not the disclaimer. There we go. According to Ben Mason Television, bailing out in games like Temptation, It's in the Bag, Punch a Bunch, Gas Money, and Spelling Bee, and Step Up and Let 'em Roll and Pass the Buck and Grand Game, that's one thing, but today's playing of Pay the Rent was the wrong time to do it. Totally. It reminds me of what happened on the Veterans Day show 2 years ago with Zachary bailing out at the wrong time. I just hope CBS doesn't rerun this episode again come summertime. And if it does rerun, you simply won't watch it. This was in Ben Mason Television quotes, by the way, what he just said. During Blake's first spin on the big wheel, the split screen wasn't used. Go figure. A little weird about that. The fourth item up for bids is a radio vault. I'm not telling you how to get this. You know what to do by now. PricesRight.com. That was in Ben Mason Television quotes, that acknowledgement. And this was also in his acknowledgement, in quotes. I don't know what's worse, the bailout and pay the rent, or the fact that there was the unlucky 13th double overbid this season on today's show. He asks me, what is it, Chief? Honestly, that bailout and pay the rent was much more painful than the double overbid in the showcase from today. She had it! She had it! And according to I'm264 shirt, for pay the rent, fuck! Yeah! That's definitely an understatement. Squeeze play, Lucky 7, woo! He's channeling his nature boy Ric Flair with that, woo! And so am I. Freeze frame? Nope. Any number? In his quotes, I thought 0 was it, but no. I really wasn't thinking 0 for the car, to be honest. And for Switch, take that lucky shirt off and burn it. Yeah, that lucky shirt, that Apollo wore didn't bring him any luck at all. Yeah. Alright, so today we had Lucky 7 won in its entirety, and we also gave away $10,009.13. Rashima won $10,000 in pay the rent, though it would have been $100,000! And $9.13 was won by John in any number. So, I'm going to name Rashima the contestant recognition contestant, and I am going to name Tatiana the MVP of The Price is Right. Yeah, 13th double overbid in the showcase. Boy, I tell you, this has not been a good season with double overbids in the showcase, I'll tell you. But, just to tell you how the double overbid went down, Tatiana was the top winner. The runner-up was Karen. Now, Tatiana bid $28,000 on her showcase that involved a Canon flash memory camcorder, a trip to San Diego that includes a visit to the San Diego Zoo. That was both modeled by Manuela. Door number 4 showed the trip to San Diego in a distance. And an African safari in South Africa modeled by Amber. The actual retail price of Tatiana's showcase was $20,898. And in Karen's showcase, it included a trip to Berlin, Germany, modeled by Rob, and a Hyundai Accent GLS modeled by Amber. She bid $25,000. Actual retail price, $23,876. Okay, time for the sponsor. Promotional consideration for the Price is Right pricing and recap this week is provided by Johnson's No More Tangle Shampoo from Johnson & Johnson. No more tears. So, let's all recover from that devastating bailout from Pay the Rent from today, and hopefully tomorrow better things will happen. Although the truck won in Lucky 7 today really did lift up some spirits. Will I be doing the recap, or will it be I'm264 shirt, Sportsguy528, or Martinez 51989 if the pricing games they want to do get played? I just want to remind you folks, we are 2 days away from the spring break bash. This is Mr. Horgan reminding you to help control the pet population. Have your pet spayed or neutered. I need a drink from reading that result from Pay the Rent. So long, everybody.